Hello everyone, we are here today for Street Stock Season 8, race number 3 at Dirt Bristol. And right now we're wrapping up practice, and Brock Packard on, I guess, first place in the warm-up, so by only 33 thousandths of a second over Michael Rosero and Aaron Brown third. So that's your top three right now. We're going into qualifying right now as I'm alongside Wolfgang Hoffman and Ryan Honeycutt into the booth. So guys, this is a kind of a little bit different first dirt track we've done in Street Stock since Season 3 at Lanier Dirt. A lot different competitors, a lot different, a whole different damage model too, and tire model, everything since then. What do you think the changes are? Who do you think is going to shine, or what changes you think are going to be different than obviously the last time we did, which was like a year and a half ago maybe more.
I'd say.
You go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'd say. It's been so long that not a whole lot of people have experience doing this sort of stuff. So I think it's going to come down to the most adaptable driver, and we'll have to see who that is. I have my pick for that, but we shall wait for that.
Yeah, people that are really adaptable. Can't bet against Eric Heater in that situation, but it could be anyone. A lot of people know how to use the bumper, which is key in these things. These things are beatable cars, so we'll have to see who can lean on each other the most and lean at the right time.
Absolutely, it's about having that sort of control, about being able to move your opponent up while not spinning yourself out or causing them to spin, which you might get an EOL for. So it's all about that balance. Currently, Hayden Lowell on pole position, then Luke Peters in second. Good run for him, and he's one of the more experienced drivers on dirt in this field, so I expect him to be up there come race.
Hayden Lowell upside down.
Yeah, Eric Keplinger 3 thousandths behind Hayden Lowell. I think he's on his second. Yeah, he's on his second lap right here. Can he get by Hayden Lowell? Like we said, he was the last winner at a dirt track, which was actually at Bristol Dirt in the Cup cars. He's gonna cross the line, and it's gonna be a slower lap time, so not gonna improve.
Yeah, you can't look past Eric Heater too much for this. He was the last winner at Bristol Dirt in the Cup cars, and he dominated that race. However, Eric Heater was chasing him down right at the end. It could be between those guys. I think all the top four have a really good shot at winning this race. You can make a case for all of them.
Yeah.
Michael Rosero as well, the driver who has absolutely been a force to be reckoned with in the previous LRL seasons, and not the greatest start for him this season, so I expect him to bounce back, and he's going to do it soon, in my opinion. This could be that opportunity for him.
My heart's pulling for Hayden Lowell, when he started dirt, he always asked me for questions, so I'm just hoping I can get him there, but man.
So right now, no one.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, and also tonight is a sports theme, so you'll probably see a lot of different sports. I know there's a few people running like F1 paint schemes teams like Red Bull, AlphaTauri. I think there's a few people running, obviously, football teams. That's all Bills. I think it's all 49ers.
Team.
What?
We need a Washington Commanders team.
Oh, yeah. The new Washington Commanders, yeah. So right now...
Aaron Brown currently on his first lap right now down the back stretch. Where will he put himself?
He's going to be crossing line any second now. 1:40 left. Everyone but one person has qualified.
First lap down for Aaron Brown. It looks like the first lap may be a little stronger. Can he improve on that at all?
Maybe
currently P9
for this one.
Mid-pack. That's a dangerous spot to be mid-pack.
Right now he's about even, plus about 0.1 higher than his last lap. 0.2 is going to be a slow lap time, it looks like.
Yeah, he drifted up a little bit. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, so it looks like the first lap is quite a bit quicker than the second.
Yeah.
He's got to beat and bang to get up there.
Oh, it goes right into the pit wall. He should have been banged a lot in the previous race he did. He had numerous spins and crashes, but he managed to finish, I believe, top 5?
Yeah, he had a top 5 streak going in the Cup season. Actually, it might have been top 3 streak, actually. But like you were saying, I think it was Wolfgang, Luke Peters is the highest ironing, almost 2,000 ironing on dirt, which is the highest by a lot. About 400 more iron than anyone else in the field.
I think he's the most experienced, or at least one of the most experienced drivers on dirt here. Ran really well at the Bristol Dirt Race in the Cup Series a couple seasons ago. but unfortunately had some contact with Hayden Lowell right at the end, which sent him around. But he was in a shot for that win. He was top 3. I expect him to be up there, and he's qualified 4th. So let's see if he can move forward a little bit more.
Yeah, and man, this grid is really close. The top 10 only 2/10 off of each other. And from my experience at Bristol, it's just you have to lift maybe a little bit to stay on the bottom in these street stocks, but it's really not a lot. Mostly full throttle. But also, what we found out in the test race is there a tiny little bit of draft, just a little bit of toe, because these guys are getting up. These guys are getting up to about 100 miles per hour down the straightaway. So, like I said, these guys are getting a little bit of draft, and we could probably see a little bit more bunched up racing than we usually see on most dirt tracks.
And someone surprising me, Zachary Thornton qualified 5th. I wouldn't say he's the the best dirt driver out there, but make wheel area once, he gets up to 5th. That's a good starting spot. Not too far back, but just right there in striking distance. But it is a long race.
Yeah, right now these guys are going to be practicing choose cone, and we can kind of make our picks. And based off qualifying, I think I gotta go with, probably kind of just a normal pick, Eric Keeter. He's just so adaptable in these conditions, and he just knows when to be at there. He just wins races no matter what.
I was thinking exactly the same thing there, Talon. I think Ryan was as well. We all think that Eric Heater was going to win this race, and he's so adaptable.
I got my boy Hayden Law. He started on pole. He's going to get out there. He's going to command this race, stay out of trouble. As long as he can, if he gets to lap traffic, he can work his way through, make the right choose cone decisions. I think he's got it. He's a good dirt racer. Sometimes not the best speed-wise, but he definitely knows where to put his car at. So I would not bet against Hayden Law. I think he's better set up than Eric Heaton in this situation.
Interesting, and admirable as well. To stick with your guns, still some good guns to stick with there.
Kind of see some of these paint schemes. Cowboys paint scheme, Bills paint scheme.
They're already beating and banging.
Yep.
You see a lot more of that come the race.
I guess I'm blinking a little bit here.
Practicing the restarts now. Hayden Lowell out to the front of this. Practice restart. Some bumping behind.
Took the high side. That's interesting. But the track is a little bit slick right now, so I think.
I was over wrecking. I think that's a little cloud. Oh, he saved it. He saved it.
Contact between Brandon Wind and Vincent Gucci down the backstretch. Vincent just tapping the back of the 41. Now he slides jobs it past the 41 now, but here comes Micro Zero on the inside. Some contact, a little bit of net code off the corner.
Yeah, another different thing about this race is that they'll have 2 faster pairs. Usually they do have 1, but with how fragile these cars are, especially a dirt track, we decided to do 2 faster pairs. But looking at this racing, they're wrecking in the back. I don't know who that is. 3. I think that's Zach. They saved it. But we're going to do a quick break, and we'll be right back with our pole sitter, Hayden Lowell, after this quick break. Okay, we are back. Hopefully we have no more technical issues. We're gonna bring in Hayden Laws in the wrecking.
They're dead.
There, but we're bringing Hayden Law for a quick interview of our pole sitter.
Hey Hayden, this is Ryan of the Boost. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, you're my pick to win, and you're starting on the pole.
Well, first of all, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you have made a terrible pick. But continue.
Listen, no, I believe in you. You know, you've came to me for dirt advice many of times, and I believe my advice is gonna push you through. And I can't go against my heart, you know. But talk me through the pole lap.
Wide open around the bottom. That's literally all I did. I don't know how I ran the lap I did. I don't know what I did different, but it was wide open around the bottom, and that was it.
Well, I mean, you were third in the warm-up. That's something.
Was I? Oh well. I'll lack on the long run, I'm sure. I don't know how to move around in the slick. I just go above it.
Well, I mean, throttle control. But you know,
Yeah, it's Bristol dirt. It's wide open. It's a straight stock. Chill.
then all right, manage your turns a little bit. All right, we don't gotta get into this, but good luck there, Hayden. Anyone like to
Thank you very much. Have a good race up in the booth, guys.
Oh, appreciate it. Might have to get
I'm
down
not
on
sure what shot he was in, but you know, but also quick side note on the left side of Hayden Lowell's car. Is that a 53? Is that a 57 on the left side? Let me see. I'm pretty sure I saw 57. Let me see if I can get a better angle of it. Yeah, that's a 57. No, it's just
the 6.
no,
What's
it's
his
just a little
paint
scratch. I think it has a little like a scratch there. I don't know. Well, probably. Let me see. What's the button to zoom in? I think it's like this button. Yeah, I'll take forever actually. But we'll go through a quick grid results here. There's yep, on pole. Why? I got to restart this, but
It's the warm-up. It throws it
yeah.
off.
Oh yeah, true.
We
Let me
can
just
get top. We can get the top 4. We know the top 4.
yeah, we know top 4. It's Eric Heater on the Eric Kepling on the outside. We already know it's Hayden Law in pole position. Eric Heater in 3rd, Luke Peters in 4th.
And a very honorable mention to my pick, Zachary Thornton is starting 5th.
Yeah. So that should be it. Hopefully, ticker should be good. We're pacing, so we're under yellow flag conditions. Zachary Thornton in the Tynical car, 5th, and Mike Rosero in 6th place. See, yeah, it is based on the warm up. So that kind of
Jaguars starting.
interesting.
You know, they're on the
Aaron
outside
Brown
pole. Hopefully
from
they
the
have a
pits.
little. Oh,
Yeah, Aaron Brown in the pits. I guess he just
that's a
didn't.
strategy move.
He believed he thought it was he thought the grading time was 2 minutes instead of 50 seconds. So he
Well,
misjudged it.
No.
Well,
Well, yeah, with the
better
warm up,
hope-
it is shorter. I mean, you have an extra 5 minutes, so it's not like not much time. But we're about to go green this time by. He'll get the laps back in the stage, so he'll be okay. As we're about to go green here. So here we go. Down into turn 4. First time of the day.
Green flag, green flag.
And green flag is out.
Great start from
great.
Hayden on the inside.
Kelping not so great.
Keplinger as well.
Wow,
Up into 2nd goes Eric Heater ahead of Michael Rosero and then Eric Keplinger, but Keplinger fighting back on the outside. Looks like Peters is making some progress on that outside line too. Here comes Heater looking to the outside now, but Michael Rosero down on the bottom trying
Oh,
to work
contact!
Oh, contact!
He's
Contact with Peters.
so they save it.
Oh, do they?
No,
Oh,
caution is out.
Not giving caution.
As
RJ
Peters,
caution. And Luke Peters around at the back of the pack.
yeah,
And I
Brady Floyd and Luke Peters made contact in the turn 4. Let's look at this replay. Actually, it was, I think Vincent slid up in that worried Brady there for a second. They had it saved, and people behind him couldn't get slowed down in time. These street stocks can take a beating, so I'm not expecting anyone to use their fast repair quite yet.
I think we'll see a lot of this here early in this race. You know, it's a fresh track. You know, the fur lane's going to be the bottom. You're going to see a lot of people trying to fight to stay as low as they can, and I think that was just one of those situations. Brady was trying to stay low as he can and kind of got caught off guard by the slide up by Vincent, and it just chain reaction, and they fought it all the way down the straightaway and finally got sideways.
Because if you look at it, I think he didn't expect Vincent to be there, and he kind of came up the racetrack in the Luke. And like I said, they had it saved for a second, but sadly just couldn't get saved quite enough.
Yeah.
Good awareness by Brady though to know he was sliding up.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, it shouldn't be too bad damage for these guys. Just probably a quick road to honestly, they probably don't have to pit, but maybe fix some radiator damage possibly for this. But we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag. We're back live here at Bristol Dirt as a choose cone this time by.
Interesting to see what these drivers pick. 'Cause the track is very slick right now. It looks like the top could maybe have a little bit more grip at the moment. So.
No, I think this is going to be a very
Inside dominant, yeah.
Inside dominant, wide open. If I'm Michael, if I'm any of those top 3 or 4, I'm taking bottom. I mean, you've seen Keplinger. He started on
Luke Pierce
second.
up pit lane.
He felt. I mean, Keplinger started second. He started all the way down.
Oh, he blew his engine.
Oh,
who blew his engine? Who blew up?
Peters is
Hang on.
blown up. He's going to have a fast repair, but it's going to take him a second to get out there.
Yeah, we're going to delay the caution one more lap for him because I don't think he had a chance to pit there.
He got hit pretty hard at the front end of the first caution, so that must have damaged his engine pretty bad.
Yeah, these cars can take a beating on the sides, and as far as not getting wheel damage, but the moment you start to I think the moment you start to get to the point where
This is going to be a long night.
in the front, it's going to start to do some major damage to the engine. But I mean, even the rear, you can take a beating to the rear. It's just that front end you hit hard enough, it's going to do some damage to those race cars.
Absolutely.
And I think I don't agree with Michael's choice to go on the outside unless he knows something different than I do. But I think Heater got lucky there that Mike went to the outside. I think Michael at best will fall back to third, but we'll have to see what goes on this restart. Keplinger fell all the way back to 6th now after starting second. Green flag there. Hayden Law to the inside. Michael's gonna get lucky. Great restart by him. Probably working something out. Oh,
3 wide.
Heater and Michael side by side.
Oh, we got one in the wall.
Up into the wall goes I
Zach.
believe. Is that Zachary Thornton? Yes, it is.
He's going to get back down to the inside, though. Very lucky that he was able to get it off the wall quick. And Hayden Law, he's really good at this tacky track. Let's see how he progresses once it gets slick. But Keplinger, after starting second, is struggling back there, but he's going to be fighting to get back. Hayden Law pulling away. Eric Heater, though, y'all's pick. And second, Michael Rosero, very common name in these street stocks, is third. Chasing him down. He's got 2 of the best behind him. I think this is the top 3 in the league right here, in my opinion. All racing for the win right here.
Yeah, kind of surprised Vincent Gucci up to 4th. He has done really good so far in this race. Only 5 laps in, but still.
Yeah, and you were right, Ryan. Michael fell back to 3rd on that restart. That outside just not quite working for him, and Heater was able to capitalize. Zach nearly was able to make it 3 on the outside, but it looks like he just misjudged the entry to the corner a little bit and just slid up into the wall. And now Zachary Thornton probably went a little higher off that corner than he wanted to, and now all over the back of him is Keplinger.
I mean, that groove is, you can see it where they're kicking the dust up. It's starting to make it really bottom dominant. That darker stuff, you do not want to be in it right now. You see Zachary, he just slides up when he gets in it, and he's losing a lot of time. So the longer he stays up in the high side, the more spots he's going to lose. He's going to have to wait till that bottom slicks out to get anything, because when the tires are spinning, you ain't going anywhere, and the tires are spinning because he's in the loose stuff right now. That is not what you want in dirt racing.
Yep, and now Brendan Timon looking to find a way past him, and Zach a little bit loose up on the top side and way up the track, and now Zachary Thornton will fall behind Brendan Timon into 7th place. Now Brady Floyd, he's getting absolutely freight trained on the outside to Zachary Thornton and nearly up into the wall. And now Brady Floyd passed him too, but thankfully he has found his way back to the bottom. But he also has to be worried about if Brock Packard will get him, and nope, he won't. Zach is quick enough off the corner to where he will not be under pressure.
I mean, Hayden Law, he's holding his distance up there at the lead too. Still got about, a 1/10 and a half or so on oh no, he doesn't
more like
have
a bumper.
Anything.
Nope. Oh, he made contact.
He's gonna make contact.
Michael up the racetrack, he won't be able to capitalize.
Yeah, I think Michael was trying to. Oh, heater in the wall. It looks like Michael kind of seen them making contact. Maybe was scared that they were going to shoot at the track. But these things are very stable under bumping. So these things will be. You have to really pound them to be able to get out of the way.
Yeah, especially at like a more banked racetrack like this. But as here trying to run the outside, it seems like it's working, but it gets really loose.
Big move.
I mean, it's gonna start to get there, but as you can see, there's this little dark ring right under the loose stuff that used to be like really light brown, but it's starting to get dark, and that's where the track is losing moisture. And they're side by side for second, but that's where the track is losing moisture. The tires are starting to go in it, and
Hayden a little later on the outside than he would have wanted to be, and now here comes Vincent Gucci into the battle for the lead. Eric Heater trying to try the outside around Hayden Lowell for the lead, but that's not going to work, and Michael now gets to his inside, which is going to be the preferred line right now.
Yeah, that rubber, this track's starting to take rubber, starting to get very loose. As you can see, they're all
contact as they
3 wide for second. He's in the wall.
As this second group's catching now, it's going to be a 7-car battle for this race lead. If Hayden Lowell can pull away here, this would be really good for him.
Somehow, some way, Hayden was able to hold on to it. He's starting to move up the racetrack. I don't agree with that. I think you still keep pounding that slick no matter what it is right now. Wait for people to run the high side in before you get in. 3 wide for second.
3 wide for second. Vincent going to be on the inside, the preferred line.
Contact is made as they neck go through each other.
No, Keplinger.
Into Keplinger.
They save it for now. No, they did not.
Gets hit by
it. Oh, that is unfortunate. We knew that was happening. They were starting to lean on each other very hard. It was just a matter of time before someone got on the bad end. They were 3 wide, all fighting. I mean, that's just like I was explaining. You don't want to be up there in the marbles and you don't want to be in the slick, so they were all fighting for one little groove, and they just 3 cars cannot fit in one groove. Eric Heater got the hardest hit, knocked him up the track, and then unfortunately Keplinger nowhere to go in that situation. Very unlucky, and then they just kept plowing in.
Yeah, in that situation, it just gotta feel bad for Keplinger because it wasn't really nowhere he could really do anything. It was also netcode, which is just unfortunate with these dirt street stocks. I've seen a lot of cases with netcode as Keplinger will probably get his positions back since it's do not count caution laps. It goes back to the last loop, which is on the front straightaway. So we'll see what these positions are looking like here.
You just gotta hope he did not hit the front too hard. Like I said, the car can take a beating until it gets to the front end. But like I was trying to explain before, you know, the action picked up. As you can see, there's that dark brown up at the top. That is the marbles, and then you have this black layer. That is rubber, where the track is losing moisture. That's gonna get really slick. It's fast if you can drive it right, but it's really slick, and you gotta really be able to work the steering wheel and sometimes the throttle. Maybe not at this track, as it's, you know, more wide open. But these drivers are really gonna be, you know, fighting for whatever. This track's going to change a lot. You're going to see, I think by the end of this race you'll see guys going to the top, but it's just who makes the move first. Whoever makes the moves first, it's really going to suck. But if I was these drivers and they think they're good at running the top, I'd be under caution running that high side in, getting the marbles off, so on that restart you can have that high side, especially if you're some of those drivers towards the back. If you start to make that move, you can and there you go. See Hayden Law starting to run it in a little bit. That's smart, but I mean, he's the only one that seems to be doing it. He probably is. But, I mean, if you're some of these back drivers here, you know these guys are going to be trying to pick the bottom on this choose cone. Run the top in. Take the 2 to 3 spot gain when you go to the outside. And then, I mean, you might lose one of those spots back, but that's still a net gain of 1 or 2 right there. That's going to be huge in this race. It's going to be track position. You've seen how much those guys were fighting for that one position. And you get bunched up like that, those 5 cars, it's going to be, you know, really hard to fight your way through it. So hopefully these guys can. But I mean, Hayden Law after 14 laps, hanging on strong to lead. I don't know how he did it. He was real loose. He didn't take the change of track very well, but still running that high side. And it looks like Heater's starting to follow him up a little bit. So hopefully these guys keep fighting to, you know, work up the track. But I mean, you look it up off the exit, it's starting to look a little bit nice. It's gonna start to maneuver. I'm pretty sure choose cone this time. Hayden Law to the outside. Wow, bold pick.
Yeah.
I mean, if you at this point you can honestly do it as long as you trust the guy below you, and I think Hayden trusts Eric that he can or Heater that he can pinch him down. If you can pinch him down, you can beat him, but you just got to really trust that guy is going to stay pinched down. And I think if you're going to pinch anyone, I want to be pinching Heater because he is very good at what he does. But green flag this time. We'll have to see what happens. Michael back on the high side again, so starting behind Hayden, see if they can work anything together. See what happens.
He goes really quick right there.
Yeah, that was a really good start.
And that's a great start for Hayden.
Yeah, down in the corner there. All fighting for position. Down in the corner. You see that little... It's
car on the wall.
Car on the wall that looks like...
Will
I'm not sure who
Cloud.
that is. Yep.
It's starting to groove up right above that slick stuff. That's going to be the place you want to be. That second lane right now, and it's going to slowly move up as this race goes. It's already moved up.
Contact in the back. Zachary Thornton, Brock Packard.
Oh, that's going to...
Oh, big contact.
Yeah, he's
Two cars around, no caution though. That's odd. Now caution is out.
out now.
So who is that?
Took a
Kenyon
while.
Washington?
RJ.
I hit back in the wall.
Mike. Who is it? Kenyon? Yeah, Kenyon
hit it.
and...
Kenyon and- Oh, and they're gonna go a lap down.
no, it's
No,
do not count caution
caution's
laps.
out.
I don't know why.
Actually, that's good.
All right,
That's
that's
a
all I
good
can
point.
say. But yeah, let's see what happened there. Replay. So it looks like RJ just kind of got loose, I think, on that
That slick stuff.
slick stuff.
That is...
Yeah, he just came down and contact in the back, so should be able to get that all repaired though, since they do have two fast repairs.
It's just so easy to get that little bit loose off the corner and just accidentally slide down the track.
But it looks like everyone, as far as the top four goes, I'm sure, was able to hold their positions there, picking their spots. So good picks. I think. Wow. I mean, I just don't really know. If you're Hayden, you definitely want the high side. But if you're Heater, do you go to the bottom or you stay top here? I'd say you go bottom on this restart, but in about 20 laps, I don't think the bottom's going to be worth anything anymore. You'll start to see more people at top, putting that right rear on the cushion, which is just built up loose dirt. That's going to it's going to push you off the corner and give you a great speed boost. But looks like I think everyone did keep their spot. Aaron Brown has moved up to 7th after a poor qualifying attempt, but Zachary Thornton has fallen a lot too, down to 6th.
Yeah, I think he was these three in the back might pay for damage, possibly.
Yeah. How's it? Did Eric did Keplinger take a car?
I'm not exactly.
I'm not sure.
I'm not 100% sure.
No,
he did not.
Looks like he did not. I mean, wow, he really thinks the Jaguars are bound to the Super Bowl. That's about as likely as him getting the lead on this restart here. So that's
Yeah, we can pull in Eric Heater right now if we want to.
Yeah.
yeah, that is.
It's not necessarily going to matter which lane the leader picks if you can keep surprising the field like that and getting a great restart.
We can pull him in next caution during the stage or
We'll
something.
pull him in.
fact-
When is the stage?
25. So
2 laps
there's a
to
few people
25.
down pit lane pretty late, but I think it's shoes cone this time. Might be next time. So what we're doing basically is just kind of extend the caution, make sure we have everything set and all that, and then we're gonna basically make it to the green once ID and Keplinger when we're all good. So kind of a few people out pit late. So I think we are choosing this time. Yep, looks like Kane chooses top. He did choose his top.
Heater goes to the top. That's what I figured.
And Michael
You see
goes
these guys-
bottom. So we'll see how
That
this
is a
plays out.
great pick. But I mean, you see these guys, especially Heater and Hayden, they've been slowly working that groove up under these cautions. As you see, especially on the exit of it, they have started to move the groove up. It's almost a 2 cars now, so we'll have to see what these guys do. They're all going to be fighting for the lighter. They want the light stuff. That is going to be where the grip is. So we'll have to find out who gets it here. Brady Floyd is going to be your 3rd car on the outside. Can't tell what the San Francisco car is, but not a
Brendan
fan.
Timon.
We love Jimmy G. And green flag in the air. Hayden Law, another good start, but Michael was able to keep it a little bit better of a start. I think these guys are shifting, which I do not agree with. I'd start in 4th if I was them, but that's their opinion.
Oh, contact! Brady Floyd!
Oh,
On
yeah.
the 41.
Oh, they save it. Just
Still
3 wide. Still.
Still contact down the back. Aaron Brown involved in that yellow car. Still on the bottom, 3 wide. Zachary Thornton on the top.
Oh, Aaron into Brady.
Contact.
They're up and over.
Oh, they're
Oh, contact. Around goes Aaron. Around goes Brady.
They keep the cars on all 4 wheels. I did not think that was going to happen, but all those
They
cars.
were gonna flip.
Yeah, They had
Yeah,
some speed.
he got
Oh,
airborne for a second.
yeah, he was. That's a scary. It'd be a scary thing if I was in one of those cars.
So it looks like Aaron just hit the apron and got in the Brady right there and kind of got inside each other there. So I'd still forgive him on the 18 there.
Yeah,
He's
that
kind of
is-
just hit the apron and slid up into him. Let's see another quick look at the replay.
I think he got a little loose in the slick stuff. Wasn't expecting it. Went down on the apron, and once he hit the apron, the car pushed up off the track and hit him. And then, you know, you've seen the rest of it. But the top four remain the same here. We'll try to get.
Yeah, we'll pull in Eric here right now and see what his thought process is right now. Hello, Eric. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you chose top that time with Hayden Lowell. What was your thought process on choosing top, and are you gonna maybe stick with it for these next 30 laps?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna follow him for now until the track changes a little bit more. I felt like when I restarted on the inside side by side with him, I completely got snookered. So I just want to kind of break even with him, hope that Michael doesn't get by me. I got lucky with the caution coming out when it did to get the track position back a couple times there. So hopefully I can just go clean from here. We can battle out, get the track a little bit more worn in, see what we can do.
And quick question for you: are you guys starting in fourth gear? I'm guessing, or are you guys shifting through the gears?
I'm starting in third gear.
Third. All right.
Yeah.
It seems like Michael, he's definitely not starting in a high gear, and you can tell he loses a lot of time to you guys. But yeah, these cars are tough to shift, so starting in a higher gear does not hurt you. But we'll have to see what you pick here. We'll let you be able to go get your pick, and good luck for us race.
So how's Eric? Your third place driver right now.
Looks like choose cone this time.
Yep.
Aiden's probably gonna take the top. Yeah, there he goes. Heater's gonna follow him. Michael to third. He's gonna
Basically the
go all
same
the way
thing
up to
we saw
second.
last time.
Yeah, same thing.
That's a bit weird for Michael there. Go past the pace truck. But
he's just letting Hayden know he's there.
exactly
But
true.
he's the intimidation button.
But yeah, now
Sure.
up into the second row is Brendan Timon from 13th now to 4th.
Yeah,
So
Luke
solid look from
Peters.
him, but
He
that-
was involved in the early wreck, so that's another driver to watch out for late in the stage with about 7 laps to go.
Yeah,
7
he's
laps
going to be
to
up.
go.
Gonna be quick.
Pace truck is
See what he
off,
does.
and Hayden on the gas. Michael with a good restart. If he can just clear heater, yes he
Oh,
does.
yes, he got the shift down that time. He's gonna be able to stay clear. Can he slide up? He will be able to slide up, but
Oh,
he doesn't
contact
have
Brock
the run.
Packard. Brendan
Here comes
Timon.
Michael Rosero for the race
side by
lead.
side for the lead.
Oh, contact!
They touch. They touch going into the corner. Michael on the inside, battling for the stage win with Hayden Law. Michael
Hayden.
Rosero to the race lead for the
Here
first
comes
time
Heater,
all
though.
day.
Hayden
Heater
is
to the
drifting
bottom.
Way too high if he's wanting to run the top. They're gonna really have to pinch if they're gonna run that high side, just like Michael did. That's a perfect pinch right there. He's gonna be able to file in. We'll have to see if Hayden can follow him. Looks like he will. Hayden's gonna have to try to fight. Coming to 5 to go in the stage. Michael with a move from third all the way to first on the choose cone.
One car.
Big wreck.
Oh,
Big
Brock around.
up in the air, and that
Oh.
is Brockton Packard.
Zachary Thornton involved in another incident. That is unfortunate for him. Brock involved in another incident. And this is going to start to raise the question of what line do you really want to be in?
And it'll be single file this time. So,
Yeah.
since they had back-to-back cautions within 5 laps.
Wow. Single file restarts this time. And, you know, you're going to really, wow, that's...
See this quick replay. I didn't really get
That
to see
was
it.
that was Vincent Gucci who hit the pit wall.
Oh, I didn't even see that in the back. Oh, Kelvin. Oh, yeah, I can see that. It looks like
Yeah,
Peters kind of got into Brock there, but Vincent Gucci hard in the pit wall, it seems like.
A little bit of contact from
What's-
Keplinger
what's-
just sent Vincent Gucci into the pit wall.
hard damage for him.
Hard damage from him, yeah. And then one more car around it there, and that was Brock Packard, as you said.
And we're
Oh, yeah, it's a hard lick into that pit wall. 90-ish miles per hour right there to 100 miles per hour hard into pit wall. Definitely have to take a
Nice.
faster for that one.
And we're going to have Michael starting in the lead here, but he's one of those drivers that are shifting on these restarts, so we'll have to see. If he doesn't get a good shift, Hayden, without shifting, he's going to be able to capitalize on that, and we'll have to see if he either goes to the bottom, the top, or even tries to go through Michael for the lead. With this many laps left in the stage, I think you just got to go through them. These cars are very single file right now. You see these guys, they're fighting for whatever lane is the best, and if you can get underneath them, that's the spot, and maybe, you know, throw them a little bit of that right rear quarter panel and rubbing them up the racetrack and try to drag race them down the straightaway.
Yeah,
Okay,
to
we'll
do what you
take,
have to do for these stage points.
yeah, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag. Choose cone this time by Michael Rosero. You're right. Actually, no choose cone because it is single file. My bad. But
we'll have to see how Hayden reacts from second. We haven't seen, he's been leading the entire time, but after after Michael made that great, you know, move to the bottom on that last choose cone, got himself from third to first, which is kind of what this choose cone promotes. You know, great job by him picking the right one. He'll have to go green this time by. Hopefully Michael gets his gears right. If not, Hayden is going to be right there to pounce, and if Hayden can't pounce, Hayden knows how to make some moves. We'll have to see what he can do from third, but Michael seems to, you know, make sure he's gotten those gears right. But this time by going green, Zachary Thornton.
Not sure what these guys are doing, but
big jump from Zachary Thornton up there to the front row.
But there's no choose cone this time, so.
But that's why is he up there?
I think he just thought it was choose cone still, but
that's true.
So we'll probably have to get that situated out. Hopefully we.
Looks like we got it
Yeah,
going.
looks like we're all good there. But like with a new rule, if there are back-to-back cautions within about 5 or so laps, especially if it's like
Hayden with the
giving the
bumper.
bump, yeah, that got Michael a bit loose there.
Michael got the gears down into turn number 1. Hayden around the high side. Michael getting in the slick stuff a little bit loose. Who can carry the best speed off the corner? Looks like Michael is going to be able to do 2 car links. Hayden's got to close if he wants to try to get any type of bumper to the back of him type move here. But if he makes any mistake, he's going to be right there.
Luke Peters pressurizing Brendan Timon for that 4th place. Luke Peters, from my knowledge, the much more experienced dirt driver, right in the back bumper of him. But contact behind nearly Zachary Thornton and Will Cloud battling for that 6th place.
Michael's the only driver I see right now really running it through the slick instead of keeping it, you know, up on the high side out of it. So that's where his speed's coming from. He's keeping his entire car in except for the right rear, and his right rear is digging in the tacky, and everything else is as low as it can be.
Loose in the back. It's there's a lap car of
Luke Peters past Brendan Timon.
There's a lap car gonna be in the way. White flag for the stage though.
Here we go. Michael to the bottom, Hayden to the high side. Gonna try to get a run down off of the corner, down back straightaway.
Oh, no lap car. Aaron Brown has some wheel damage.
Will Hayden be close enough? He's gonna have to send it to the bottom of the track.
He's not gonna
get there, will he? No, he will not.
Michael Rosero stage winner.
Michael Rosero with the stage win.
Brendan Timon got round up fit. There's all the wreck in the back.
Oh, big wreck.
No, I think they're good. Oh no, I think Aaron. He has wheel damage. Aaron has wheel damage.
Some Aaron Brown stuff going on here in this race.
I hear Aaron Brown apologizing over the radio. Aaron was the lap car, and he made contact with some of the lead lap cars. Vincent Gucci involved.
Yeah, he tried. He stayed low.
41.
Oh, he ran right in the back of him. That is.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're a
It's
lap
like
car, you got to really get out of the way, and he was just
Yeah.
not getting out of the way. That is just some Aaron Brown shenanigans going on right there, but
He was about a lane too high up there.
Yeah.
yeah.
He also had wheel damage. I don't know how much that played.
I don't know why he didn't just duck down to the pits, but I guess he was trying to steal the lap, but he was already
already
going a
lapped
lap
down.
And I mean, the caution was going to come out, so he wasn't going to lose a lap from pitting right there, so
Yeah.
He's
Aaron
actually
Brown
gonna-
saying
he was
over the
gonna get away
radio
with
He
that.
had damage, he believes, and his car went straight.
bad move from him not just to jerk it down in the pit, especially caution coming out that lap. You would have not lost any extra laps, got your damage fixed, and maybe even had a chance to get your lap back there, but rookie mistake from Aaron. Hopefully he's able to learn from that and not do that ever again.
As it is going to be choose cone this time by.
Harsh words from Ryan Honeycutt there. Tell us how you really feel.
I really don't like lap cars, you know, interrupting a good finish for a stage, but
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
just
Part of a
disappointing.
racing.
I mean, I doubt Aaron
Yeah.
wanted to do that, but I mean,
yeah, no driver ever really wants to do that, but
you just
Man,
got
you
to
just
probably
gotta-
be a little bit smarter than that.
yeah,
But
you gotta think with your head, not with your foot.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Apart,
But,
I mean, no driver really does that, or no driver really wanted to, apart from Kevin LePage.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna take a
Or,
quick
you know,
break, and we'll be right
keep it
back
in there.
before the green flag. Okay, we are back here at Bristol. Choose cone this time as they went more than 5 laps, or about 5 laps. Doesn't really matter. I mean, they went green for a little bit. So,
He's gonna take the top here.
Yeah.
That's a smart choice.
Keeter bottom though. He said he was probably gonna follow Hayden, so he's kind of maybe he's trying to follow the leader, possibly trying to get a jump on the lane. I think that's probably what he's
Yeah.
doing. If I had to guess.
We have news that Aaron Brown has retired from the Racechapters incident, but no further comments have been posted. But here we go.
Michael with the lead. Can he get a good restart? And yes, he does. He's going to be clear of Hayden when they come to the green flag.
Oh,
Aaron-
he doesn't have to pinch. He's gonna get a push from Luke. Really needs to pinch. That is not the pinch. He might get it. Oh, he drifts
Oh, he slides up big. Here
It's
comes
not-
Luke. He
Here
can maybe
goes
take
Peters.
advantage of this, and
Yeah, Luke's
he's
definitely
looking to the
gonna
inside.
have a- Oh, he's not there though.
Behind. Side by side
Zach
between Brendan Time and Zach. But Zach once again up the track. Some more contact behind. One car almost up into
Side
the
by
wall.
side for second.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Hayden on the behind.
It's
bottom
very
side.
loose for him though.
Yeah, you really gotta manage your
momentum.
your input into that slick, and that is not how you do it. Heater up to second. Hayden's gonna fall all the way back to fourth, and here comes
Brendan.
Timon. Yeah, going for a pass.
Here comes Zach. He could make it 3 wide. He always
Zach's
go.
going for 3.
Oh,
No.
I thought for a second he was, but he's gonna go outside. That's like really, really big in the entering that corner, turn 1.
Brendan Timon was smart. They gave him the room to slide up, and he definitely did. Great move from him, but I don't know if they gave him the room that time.
Oh, Zach went way up for the track again and loose.
Yeah.
So he comes down. That's gonna have no momentum.
Brendan tried to wait for the same spot. He went for the last corner, and Zach didn't give it to him that time, but Zach's gonna miss the
Here
corner
comes
again.
Kepling, a big run, contact.
Again, contact.
Zach is struggling on the entrance of these corners. He's going to have to start turning earlier. He's going to keep sliding up the racetrack. Same results will keep happening. He's going to get underneath him, though. He's going to get in the slick. He's going to be able to keep it down loose. Keplinger to the high side in that Jaguars car. Having about
Zach getting loose. Man,
Oh, Brendan slow off the corner. Here comes Hayden.
Quick question,
Hayden had
Ryan.
to check up.
Quick question, Ryan. Why do you think the slick is so wide in turn 1? Is it because of the restarts there, or do you think it's just kind of how the track is?
Yeah, I think it's because we have so much choose cones. They're going too wide into that, and they single file off of, and it's more single file down into 3.
Yeah.
So more cars going down into it, and I think these guys are setting their passes up into 4 and contact. He gave them the right rear. That is
Here
a
comes
classic
Vince and Gucci.
dirt track move. Redneck racing, rubbing his racing down into the turn.
God.
Hayden Law forcing his way up there, just like I taught him. I'm proud of you, Hayden.
As he has some challengers, Brendan Timon, Vincent Gucci looking on the inside in the 49. Oh, caution. Yeah, caution's out.
There's probably some guy.
Will Cloud around?
Will Cloud involved.
Let's see what happened. Looks like him and
Got the
Brock
flick.
possibly make contacts. I'm not 100% sure.
No, he just got too loose in the entry. He just overcooked it, pushed
That
too hard.
slick. The rubber on rubber is not very good, and you see it right there. Just goes around. Just a mistake that, those mistakes they were able to fix them at the start and not go around. But as the slick gets slicker and more rubber gets built up, you're basically racing on ice, and you see you can't go full speed down into the ice. Some of these guys are gonna have to start learning to lift a little bit, even though. The high side's going to start coming in because it's going to be full throttle, but it's who can work the throttle the best in the bottom and make the pass, and maybe even some slide jobs as this race goes on. But if I'm Hayden, Heater, Peters, maybe even, I'd be running the high side in, trying to figure out a way to get around Michael. Michael has a line. Michael is the only driver I've seen that's really been able to work it through the slick, and so if they're going to be able to beat him, they're going to need to get that top side in as soon as possible, and. They are not doing that right now. They are following him, giving him exactly what he wants.
Only Hayden, really. But it looks like he's just trying to warm up his tires up there.
Yeah, this guy's. Oh! Tempers are flared! Bristol Motor Speedway! Let me hear ya!
Oh.
What is going on here? Let's see what happened.
Where was that? Oh,
in Washington and. What is that?
Man.
42.
Will was able to avoid it.
spun out RJ under caution.
I mean, they did wreck earlier in the race. That was a long time ago, though.
They've been beating and banging all race.
That's listen, it's Bristol, baby. All right, that's all I gotta say about
we even
that one.
see this bad. We even see this bad tempers in Bristol asphalt. I mean, basically opposite, kind of at the beginning of the race. You can run the bottom here, Bristol dirt, and you can only run the top at. Well, not only the top, but usually most of the top at asphalt. But we'll take a quick break and we'll be.
I'd say at asphalt. I think a lot.
Yeah,
I think it was
it was
pretty
mixed.
balanced.
It was a mix, but we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag.
and
we're
we're
back here.
and Hayden Law was 4th, and he has moved his way all the way up to the 2nd position, kind of like Michael did earlier. Will he be able to capitalize? Even if he loses a spot here to the Heater, he's still going to be gaining some positions. Great move by him. I don't know why Peters did not go to the top, but let's see where he goes. Green flag. Good start from Hayden, but Michael's still in the lead and side by side for 2nd and double file all the way through. Hayden's going to be pinching down.
Contact!
Oh, contact!
Oh, Vincent Gucci!
Oh,
Big wreck down the back straightaway.
Oh, that's the big one right there.
Oh,
That is
the
the
big
big
one
one.
here at Bristol Dirt.
Oh, man. Shades of Talladega Nights. Drive through the smoke, Harry. More like dust at Bristol Motor Speedway, but wow. Unfortunate for all those drivers. Looks like Hayden just got down into Heater slid up one of the two, and
Netcode.
then Vincent was not able to check up in time, got in the back of him, got him loose, and you know, you just see everyone plowed into it. That Jaguars car absolutely railed, and wow, that's just so unfortunate.
And Keplinger yet again involved in another wreck.
Peter's
that he couldn't really
involved.
do anything about it.
Story
Zach
of that
involved.
man's life.
Oh, and Hayden into the pits as well as Zach.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back before green flag. We're back here live at Bristol as outside is it going to be upstairs. Oh!
Whoa!
Big stack up in the back as
What on earth? Ethan Howard and
I
Matt
think-
Moreau?
I think what happened was Ethan or someone.
There's just a big stack up at the front, and the 41 just didn't slow down.
Yeah, I think he thought they were speeding up and then they just slowed down all of a sudden.
It's just
Wow.
waiting for those
That
guys
is-
back in the shop.
I mean, I think that pretty much sums up this race so far.
I mean, this is
Chaos.
probably the best race I've ever commentated, in my opinion. But we're gonna have to keep fighting here. We'll have to see where these guys can go as far as getting a restart. Remember, no choose cone this time after 2 consecutive cautions within 5 laps. So these guys are gonna have to try to keep it clean here, get their right to have choose cone back. Hopefully it goes green to the end. I want to see how these lanes adjust. Mike Rosero starting on pole, well, not pole, but in the lead for this one. Eric Heater second, Vincent Gucci third. Green flag in the air. Good start from Heater. He's going to be right with him. Big gap between them, but Michael and Heater pulling away from the field through the slick. Those two are the only two, maybe even Vincent, working it through the slick right now. That is the fast place to be until there's not a big enough cushion for the high side to be there. So these guys working the slick or right above it are going to be, and they're going to be side by side for the lead.
Heater down the inside, big move by Brendan Timon to try and move him to third there. Eric Heater on the bottom, Michael Rosero on the high side. Can Michael Heater slides up again?
Contact!
Nearly contact!
Oh man, great
How did
move
he
there.
avoid spinning there? That was a great driving for both to avoid that, and Heater slid up the track that little bit, 3 wide for third behind Vincent, Keplinger, and Brendan all involved, and now getting involved also is Brockton Packard.
Is that Keplinger? I
Does
see?
Vincent try to slide up in front of Brock?
Brock and
Man.
Vincent.
I'll tell you what, Keplinger is a fighter. He is up to third. He has been in 2 big wrecks this race, and he is still fighting. Contact between them. He is fighting for his life right there.
He's going to clear him, and he got him. Up into
He's got
third.
him. And he's going to start reeling in them leaders because they're going to start racing soon. With only 12 laps to go at the line. Man,
Here comes
Vincent.
Heater on the outside.
Oh, he's on the
contact.
outside now.
Michael not leaving him an inch there down the backstretch. Michael Rosero down on the bottom. Heater on the high side. Will Heater get the run? Yes, he does up the corner. Not a big run, but a little bit. Michael down the bottom, nearly touched, rubbing fenders through the corner.
Michael's going to have to fight for as much as grip as he can because the lower he gets, the slicker it gets. So Heater's trying to pinch him down. Michael's trying to get up to him. They're going to make a little bit of contact on entry.
Whoa.
Sideways. Heater's going to clear him
Yep.
off the corner.
Remember what
Oh,
happened
Michael's
last-
still there.
Oh! Remember what happened last week here at Bristol between these two drivers fighting for the lead.
I don't think Michael's going to forget about that. He's going to try to win this race.
And
But
Heater.
I think the bottom side is the place to be by yourself. But, oh, no. Look at the left front wheel for Michael Rosero. It
Oh, yeah,
seems
it's
to be bobbing a
shaking.
little bit. Yeah, he has definitely got some damage to that. He definitely made a little bit too hard of contact there with Eric Heater.
It could be visual
That's-
damage also.
Wow.
It looks like he's struggling to keep it straight, though, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's going to be fine. It may not be as much as damage as far as drivability, but it's definitely going to hurt him on
You
that
can see
straightaway.
it shaking right there. I don't know if that's just our end or is it's his end also, but
That is a common
he just
thing
pulling away
in-
now.
Yeah, in real life, that is a common thing. What happens is those axles, they get bent, and they start rubbing in those tubes, and it's,
Yeah, he's
it's not
losing
good for the-
time.
It's not good for the engine in real life, but it's definitely not good for the engine.
One note
Or-
about Eric Kelperman, he pitted 15 laps ago, so he might be a little bit frustrated. He might tires. I don't know if a 50-lap race is
Tires-
pretty long for these kind of
well, there's no
street
tire
stocks.
wear in dirt for.
racing.
I-
Vincent
Oh,
slides up
slide
right
job.
below Luke. Here comes Hayden.
Vincent's
He's going to the back to the front now.
If you're
Oh,
going
they're bumping and banging down in the corner. Contact. In the
Packers
corner.
versus
Oh, wow.
Cowboys right here.
Peters. Well, you know, this is real life. The Cowboys would choke towards the end, so I think they'll be good as long as no NFC Championship game is in sight.
Oh, 3 wide.
3 wide.
Peters. Oh, he slides.
Contact. Luke
Gonna be able
Peters,
to keep it out of the
Brandon
wall.
Wind, and Vincent Cucci.
So, Brandon Wind trying to run that bottom. Try to get by Luke Peters.
Vincent looks committed to that bottom, trying to gain anything he can, using every inch of the road. As I say that, he goes right up to the top of the track. Here comes Brandon Wind with maybe a chance into turn 3. Try and get that 7th place from Luke Peters.
Eric
Not
Heater's
gonna be able to do it.
gone.
Yeah,
I think Michael does have some damage. I mean, it looks fixed.
Oh,
Visual.
contact between Keplinger and Brendan for that 3rd place spot.
Brendan is driving through the field right now.
Oh yeah, some contact right there.
It looked like Brendan may have slid up.
I think that definitely was maybe a slight bit intentional. Earlier, Keplinger used his right rear quarter panel to get by Brendan, and Brendan chased him back down, and that might have been, hey, you did it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. I got places to be, so he's on
Michael
his way,
reeling
but
in Heater.
He's reeling
Yeah,
him in,
Michael
but
actually gaining a little bit.
He has to
with
gain a
3
lot
laps
here.
to go. Where's the
please.
Mickey Mouse Elliott caution that we need right now? Someone throw some debris on the track.
Brock
But we
Packard
could
up
see
to
a
5th, so good
battle
run
for
him.
3rd here.
Yep, good battle for 3rd right now. Brock Packard involved. Had a good start to the season. He missed the Bristol asphalt race, but he finished a solid 2nd at
He's
Charlotte, and now
looking
he's
for a
chasing
top 3.
down for that top 3 at
He's
Bristol
gonna
Dirt.
get there. He's gonna get up at least to 4th. Maybe he's gonna maybe try to push Kepling up. Then hopefully they battle. Because I mean, Kepling and Brendan have been battling these last few laps, little rubbing racing. So
Michael,
Oh, Michael is
about a little bit
chasing.
closer. A little bit
Mike-
closer.
He's
coming
chasing
on
him
the final
down.
lap. Coming on to the
Not enough.
final
I
lap
was
of the
only
race.
Kepling. We have
Oh, my-
have 2 battles here. I don't think that Michael's. He could
I don't-
maybe send a slider in
Good
turn
slide
3
job.
and
He could
4.
send one to the inside.
Brendan going a little bit low. Kepling giving the bumper. He missed it. Here comes Brock. Here comes Hayden. Watch out, Hayden. Watch for Hayden.
Watch out,
Michael.
for Brock
Michael looking for the move.
Oh my God!
Contact.
For
The wrecking.
Michael won! No way!
Michael wins. Michael wins it.
No way!
Ow!
What just
And
happened?
Hayden little 4th. What
Oh
an
my
eventful
God.
last lap.
What a finish!
Wow. What
No
happened?
way.
Well, let's just see what
Michael
happened.
fighting back on the inside, but big contact with him and Heater. Will there be harsh words after this race?
Michael just said, slide job, my name's Dale Jr., went for the lead off the corner. I honestly thought that one of those guys fighting for third. I think of those guys fighting for... If those
They
guys
also
fighting
right
for
too. Yeah, Brock
Yeah,
Packard
it-
finished
it-
ninth. What? Oh, Hayden Low. Yeah, let's look at here. So it looks like 3 wide, Brendan in the wall. Hayden, I said watch out for Hayden. He had a huge run. He's just, I think, slid in there. Slid in there
my
way
God.
too much and got into Brock and Brendan around also. Unfortunate
just
for those
happened?
drivers. Really unfortunate. They were
Wow,
having
a
a
lot
really good
happening on
finish.
that last lap there.
Yeah. Lot to review there, but right now, Michael, let's just take a look at the cockpit of Michael Rosero. Let's see what he was like kind of looking at. It just kind of sucks that these cars can't take more contact, because I know more in iRacing, it's more like kind of netcode sending them, but yeah, that was kind of... I thought for sure Keplinger or someone back there was going to maybe make a move, but
Oh,
they were,
yeah, for
they were pretty
sure.
far back. I mean,
A little
I
bit
think
high off of turn 2. And
I
then
think
Michael to the inside, slide jobbed it. Got on the apron a little bit, got loose, but he had to send it there, but just made some contact with Heater, and both of them up into the wall. I think there's going to be some words after the race. I don't think Heater's going to be particularly happy about that one, because
he raced him clean this race. I mean, I know what happened last race, but not like that though.
Yeah, Michael actually said that he was at fault for that. I personally don't think he was fully at fault for that. I think that last week was a racing incident, but he thought he was at fault for it. But this week, I don't know. Will he say that again?
Doesn't look like he did any burnouts, but we'll bring in our race winner right now, Michael Rosero. Be pulling to his driver long. Led 16 of the 50 laps here tonight. Hello, Michael. You got coffee?
Yes, I got you.
So you get a win here tonight at Bristol Dirt. Not in probably the most cleanest way that you would imagine, but what was your final thoughts on that last lap?
Yeah, I wouldn't be lying if I say I'm not proud of that win, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to talk to Heater now. It's basically the other way around of what happened to Bristol. I mean, he easily has a right to be mad. I mean, I completely just full sent him, and then once I started going to the right, and then once I made contact with him, I just turned right. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty kind of dirty of me, but I mean, it's still a win, but I'd be lying if I say I don't feel bad at all. And I guess I'll try to talk to him whenever I can, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like you lost a little bit of time there. Once he got by you, kind of pulled away. Is it like we saw visually you might have had damage? Do you think you had damage to your car, or was that just on our end?
No, I don't know. I was actually catching him in the last few laps. Like, I was starting to find a rhythm, and then, yeah, I don't know how I was catching him, but I don't think that was the right way to... that's not the right way to try and win. I mean, that was a complete dirty move. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's the way it just has to play out. I mean, we're going for the win, and I mean, I haven't won in a while, so just decided to go 110%. But at the same time, I'd be lying if I say I don't feel like bad about it.
Yeah. Anyone else you like to thank for tonight's win?
Yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting, and yeah, thanks to Madigan Motorsports. They're a great group of guys, and yeah, that's it.
Yep, and congrats on your win here tonight at Bristol.
Yep, thank you.
So Michael, not the happiest about his win, obviously, but I mean, yeah, that's just kind of. I'm like I said, I don't think he tried the intent wreck him or anything, but
Oh
it
no,
just kind
not
of,
at all. I mean, he tried to go for an aggressive move, you know.
and
I
with-
wonder, is race control going to get involved at all with that post-race?
maybe we'll probably have to take a look at it and see. But right now, Michael, as the win rules stand for now, but we're gonna be interviewing Eric Heater right now. As we're gonna bring Heater into the booth. Hello, Eric. You got a copy?
I get you.
So obviously the main focus on this race would be that final lap between you and Michael. Michael didn't really feel the best about the move. What's your thoughts on the move?
I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, we'll have other races that will go and dominate and win next week and the rest of the season. But you know, I don't know. I felt like after last week, we were going to try to race a little bit cleaner than that, and I felt really good about the pass that I made on him towards the end there. I kind of expected it, but I didn't think he was gonna go in that hard. So I don't know. I guess that's my bad for not expecting it. Probably if I ran the bottom, I could have just made him hit my bumper, and it wouldn't have been anything more than that. So I don't know. It was a messy race. Other than that, I mean, I had people on my roof, driving over my roof onto my hood at one point. So I guess that end kind of sums it up. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, it definitely was kind of a crash-filled race, but also you had I think you had 2 or 3 kind of ish, especially the last one was a long green flag run, but I think you had one kind of at the beginning, one in the middle, kind of beginning, middle, end. But how do you feel like how the track changed over time? Did you kind of expect for it to change, or like the way it did, or was it kind of surprising that you kind of ran more at the top or whatnot?
Yeah, actually, I knew it was going to change the way it did based on practice, but I was expecting it to come in a little bit sooner than it actually did. We were running the bottom a lot longer than I thought we would, even when the track was kind of slicked off. When we were already running the top pretty much in practice, just like a few laps in. So, it was a little bit surprising in that way, but I expected it to eventually go out to the top the way it did if we got enough green laps, run together with enough cars, back to back. So that's kind of what I was counting on to make that pass there. I was waiting for the top to come in a little bit higher and hope that Michael wasn't predicting that. That's kind of how it worked out. Unfortunately, to the end, I couldn't quite keep the pace to continue to stretch it out. But I don't know. Not much else I could have done, I don't think.
Yep. Anyone you'd like to thank for tonight's second place finish?
Yeah, I want to thank Matt and all my teammates at Shadow Racing, all you three for broadcasting. I'm sure it'll be a blast to watch back. Except for that last lap, that's going to be pretty painful. But other than that, yeah, thank you for putting the league on, all that.
Yep, and congrats on your second place finish. So we'll pull in Eric Keplinger, our third place finisher, as Ryan Honeycutt will interview him.
Hello, Keplinger. You got a copy?
I have a copy.
Well, I probably had the most fun I've ever had up here in the booth. You had a tough race. I don't think you could probably say the same. How was your race?
It was wild. I got. First of all, apologies to Vincent for spinning him. He told me that it was his fault because he checked up, but I still kind of came into him and he wrecked. But he said it's fine. So it's just a very up and down race. I qualified second for the second time this season. I just got stuck in the outside lane, and then I got caught up in wrecks that I just could not avoid. That was the main theme throughout this race. I went through the field. I took a faster period at the halfway stage because I thought that was fair. And then I paid for new tires, which helped me fly through the field. I went from last to fifth or something. It was awesome. And then I got really lucky. The key point of the race for me was that restart where I was third in the outside lane. That really helped me because I just didn't get no luck on the prior restarts. Just kept getting stuck. But I'm glad for a top 3 finish. We've had great speed all season. As you saw, I would be third at last week at Bristol. But it's just bad luck like Wolfgang Hoffman gets. But finally I get a good finish.
Well, you did have many of those wrecks were huge. Are you physically okay after some of those?
No, I broke both my legs. Both my arms got sawed off. I have a severe concussion. I'm likely gonna have a PTSD, and I'm gonna have a surgery just to swap around all the different limbs in my body.
Yeah.
Well, at least you were able to survive this wreck, unlike one of the greats in this sport. But you know,
I have something to say. I promised Brendan Timon a shout out because he got screwed. He had a great race and would have had a good finish at Charlotte too. But Brendan Timon's gotten screwed out of a good finish for 2 weeks here. So, and also shout out to Brock Packard because he kind of got messed up there at the end after having a good finish, or would have been a good finish. So just shout out to them. And I know you can ask me who I'd like to thank. I'd just like to thank everybody, including especially the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are on my car this week. Greatest team in the NFL. I just want to say that. So yeah,
Well,
Super Bowl bound next season.
I
What about
must say
this
I did
season?
not-
We don't talk about it.
I did not agree with your statement right there. As if you go back and watch the broadcast, you know, I made some comments towards one of the worst franchises right now. But anyways, thanks for racing tonight, and hope to see you next week.
Thank you. I'm glad with the good finish tonight. So.
Well, I wish your Jaguars could say the same.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. We'll take a quick rundown of our results. Okay. I don't even know why this is all. Well, okay, so Michael winning the race. Heater second. Keplinger third. Hayden fourth. So he had a good charge from the back to the front. Peters another good charge from the back to the front. He once he got up front, he always got on the right though. Like I gotta feel bad for Peters and Hayden. He did really good. Hayden I think led the most laps in
Yeah,
this
I think
race.
Hayden
yeah.
and Peters deserve better.
I mean, fourth and fifth is still not good, but
It's
they
still
probably,
good. I mean, I
probably
think-
deserve better, honestly.
Yeah, I think they should have been up there fighting for the win, honestly. Even if they finished where they were, I think they deserve to be
Yeah.
up there fighting for that.
I think that single file restart at the end really kind of spread out the field a little bit more, which caused less wrecks. Because we saw single file restarts kind of led to more green flag racing, as we saw. So we might make a change for future dirt tracks just to limit the amount of cautions. But we'll see. We'll see that. Have to talk to the admins about that. But overall, I really enjoyed tonight's race, even though maybe a little bit more cautions than I expected. But I think we only had about 6 or so, 8 cautions, but it didn't feel like 8 cautions though. It felt like, well, also you have to close the stage also, so about 7 actual cautions. So we'll see how it plays out. But 3 different lead changes. I thought tonight's race was actually really fun to watch. Interesting how it played out and stuff like that. And what's you guys' thoughts on tonight's race?
Yeah, I think it was very fun to watch. I think the racing was hectic and chaotic, just like, I mean, basically the same word, but there was a lot of incidents, a lot of chaos, and a lot of battles for the lead, which I think that's all things we expected. And I think something else we all expected was the rivalry between Michael Rosero and Eric Heater, probably the 2 best drivers in LRL right now, you know. And Heater, who's dominated many seasons in his past, Michael, who's dominated the last season, you know. I think we thought these two were going to be duking it out with each other. And second time they've come to blows this season already, but this time in even more spectacular fashion.
Yeah, it was a great race to watch, great race to commentate. Glad I was able to do it from here. Glad I was not one of the drivers. This would not been a fun race to drive, in my opinion, but was great to watch.
Yeah, next week we'll go to Glen, which the last time we went there was pretty chaotic also, but this time it's even more runoff, more air to go. So I think it'll be way better than last time, in my opinion. And yeah, I think it'll be a really good race at Watkins Glen. So we'll be interesting to see how it plays out. So you guys, we'll see you guys next week, 7 p.m. Eastern time, same time, Watkins Glen, Street Stocks, and congrats to Michael Rosero and our top 3 finishers, and also